Good morning. I didn't realize that Candace went on yesterday. It popped up. I never got a notification. My notifications are all wonky. My phone in general is wonky. But I refuse to get a new one though. I absolutely refuse. I'll deal with it. We're good here. We're good. I think it's crazy and ludicrous the cost of what phones cost and how long they last. Every couple of years they start acting crappy. Not to mention just the amount of control that is within the devices. I think it's comical that people think that they have privacy in this world. No, you don't. No, you don't. Let's be clear here. You do not. You gotta welcome not living in a world that's private. That's not what this place is designed. No. Now, if you stay in line and they can move your strings to their beckoning, yeah, your little life may be a little private, but they have control over you and they tell you where you have to go, what you have to do, who you can and can't be with, depending on the illusions and the traps that you fall into. Unfortunately. I mean, Charlie being case number 1 in reference to the targeting and the trap that he fell into with his wife. You know, it's so evident. I freaking resonate with that too. You so badly want to be in a relationship. You so badly want to go on to the next level of life, check those boxes, get married, have children. That's kind of different footings to what walked me into my previous marriage. Was just feeling like that was the next step for me, even though there was red flags and misconceptions, misalignment across the board. And I take complete ownership in that because I was broken. But I had to walk through everything, and I gained so much from that season of my life. Same thing with my ex. A lot of misconceptions, a lot of trauma, a lot of red flags for both of us, because of our upbringing, because of our trauma, because of worldly things, because of conformity, because of the people we chose to surround ourselves with. Golly, there's so many different various factors within it, in each angle, actually. And that's just the truth. And everybody embedded in it, everybody that played their part within my storyline knows that. They know that. I mean, they can go into this world and choose to live, whatever it is they're living. And I hope that they're happy. I truly do hope that they're happy. They deserve to be happy. And I hope that they're choosing to pour out better into this world. I hope that they're choosing to be better people for their children. I'm hoping and praying that they're choosing to move forward with more integrity, more genuine intentions with their morals and their values. And I'm hoping that they go in and do the healing and figure out the different reasonings within it, to be the example for their children that their children deserve. Every child deserves that example, but you have to go through your healing portion of it. And it is a hard road. It really is. I think healing is forever lasting, truthfully. And I think that you're never going to figure it out, and you're never going to be right. It's a matter of being able to find different things within yourself and the center of you with your emotion. It's weird. With your emotions, and be able to have an open mind and hear people out, for sure. That said, Candace's episode, they are dropping some receipts. My goodness. I mean, you kind of saw that coming, unfortunately. Given the circumstances of the magnitude of this investigation, I understand the strategic moving within the pieces and the puzzles that they have to move to play their hands. I'm totally aware of that. Believe me, I feel like I play those type of strategic moves in my own day, in my little regular blow schmo life. So I get it. I get it completely. It's just a dang shame that we're placed in this reality right now where we have to move strategically to fight for justice, to fight for what's right, and to be on the right side of truth. You have to start learning to move strategically. Isn't that interesting to think, really, of the concept of this world and the reality that we all find ourselves in? I do. I find it to be very unique. Life wasn't designed to be moved strategically. It was designed to be lived. And it was designed for you to feel through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and give grace and mercy to yourself while you move through these transitions and these seasons of life for a reason. Because there's no blue book. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's all designed strategically for you to evolve, to become 555, as I say that, for you to evolve and become the best version of yourself. Because when you change, you create change around you without even knowing it, without even being aware of it. You do. And then once you get to that place of recognizing the changes within yourself, you can start seeing that in the reality that you find yourself living through. And so, golly, though, it's just, you can see in yesterday's episode with Candace, because you got to understand, her and Charlie were really close. I could only imagine. I mean, I didn't even know Charlie physically. We didn't even share any words. And I hurt. So I could only imagine on her side what she's been through, what she walks through every day. Also having to live and walk through learning that everybody in Charlie's orbit were in different ways moving against him. And her having to face that everybody that she thought would be standing with her to fight for truth and fight for justice are not there. They're nowhere to be seen. They're actually on the opposing side. And it's so crazy because on the other side of that, on that mirror, I feel the same way in different ways. When it comes to my little battle that I find myself in, and those that I thought would be standing with me, and supporting me genuinely, are not. They are not here. They are here physically, right? But they're not here emotionally. They're not here truthfully, not here genuinely, right? And so it's unique. It's unique. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. And you have to give grace and mercy to the whole thing. You truly do. It's so dark. It's so deep. It's so crazy too. That the brass grass is that none of this dated back to Charlie, dated back to me, dated back to the war, dated back to moons and moons and moons of decades ago. None of this would have landed where we're at today, where you have people just walking in just utter loss of hope and belief in some ways. It wouldn't have, if people were not broken and they didn't feel love for themselves and love for others. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to love others. And see what's happening, and what's been happening for years upon years upon years, is people do not love themselves. So when they don't love themselves, they go into this world and they create illusions and tactics and things because they live outside of themselves. They live through their ego. They live through power structures. They live through materialistic needs. And when you find yourself in that area of things, it takes you down all these pathways where you get aligned with these certain people, that then when you're aligned with these certain people, you start engaging in these certain activities. And then it's just a domino effect. It's a domino effect. And that's where we find ourselves here today. And it's to the point where it's like people are losing their lives for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Wars are